Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Kingsbury. This is part 2 of 20 songs that broke the rules and won hearts. Welcome back. The second song to make the list is Paranoid Android by Radiohead, released in 1997. Radiohead's Paranoid Android is sometimes called the Bohemian Rhapsody of the 90s, and for good reason. It's a sprawling, multi-part epic with surreal lyrics and abrupt shifts in mood. Released in 1997 as a lead single from OK Computer, the song defied radio conventions with its 6.5-minute runtime and unpredictable structure. The track weaves together haunting melodies, heavy guitar riffs, and even a choral section, creating a sense of controlled chaos. Critics hailed it as a masterpiece, and it solidified Radiohead's reputation as boundary pushers. Paranoid Android showed that experimental music could still connect with a wide audience. Up next is 433 by John Cage, released in 1952. 4 foot 33 inches isn't just a song, it's an idea that shook the music world to its core. In 1952, composer John Cage asked musicians to sit in silence for 4 minutes and 33 seconds, letting the ambient sounds of the audience environment become the music. At first, people were shocked and even angry, but over time, Cage's piece sparked debates about what music really is. Today, 433 is studied and performed around the world, and it continues to challenge musicians and listeners alike. The piece's impact is enormous, inviting us all to listen more closely to the world around us. Up next is Hurt by Johnny Cash, released in 2002. When Johnny Cash covered Nine Inch Nails' Hurt, he transformed it from an industrial rock song into a haunting country ballad. Recorded near the end of his life, Cash's voice cracks and trembles with emotion, bringing new depth to the lyrics. The accompanying music video featuring images of Johnny Cash's long career and failing health is widely regarded as one of the most powerful ever made. Trent Reznor, who wrote the original, said Cash's version felt like it wasn't his song anymore. Hurt became a definitive farewell, earning Grammy nominations and critical acclaim. It's a rare example of a cover surpassing the original in cultural impact. Up next is Jesus Walks by Kanye West, released in 2004. Jesus Walks was a gamble for Kanye West, who was told that radio stations wouldn't play a hip-hop track centered on religion. Released in 2004, the song's gospel samples, pounding drums, and forthright lyrics made it stand out from everything else that was on the charts. Kanye's willingness to address faith, spirituality, and the struggles of belief connected with listeners who rarely heard these topics in mainstream rap. The track won a Grammy for Best Rap Song and became one of Kanye's signature hits. Jesus Walks proved that hip-hop could be both deeply personal and commercially successful. Up next is Video Games by Lana Del Rey, released in 2011. Video games introduced the world to Lana Del Rey's cinematic, melancholic style. Released in 2011, the song was a slow burn with swelling strings and Lana Del Rey's smoky voice painting a picture of longing and nostalgia. At a time when pop music was dominated by upbeat dance tracks, Video Games was a dramatic shift in mood and style. Critics were divided at first, but the song's atmospheric sound and vulnerable lyrics won over fans. It became a viral hit, and Del Rey's unique persona sparked a wave of similar artists. Video games helped redefine what pop music could look like and sound like in the 2010s. Up next is Take Me to Church by Hozier, released in 2013. Hozier's Take Me to Church is a soulful, gospel-tinged condemnation of religious hypocrisy, especially regarding sexuality. Released in 2013, the song's powerful vocals and bluesy arrangement made it stand out immediately. The lyrics, which compare love to religious experience, struck a chord with listeners around the world. The music video depicting violence against LGBTQ+ people went viral and made a strong political statement. Take Me to Church went multi-platinum and was nominated for Song of the Year at the Grammys. Its success showed that songs with a message could still become mainstream hits. Up next is American Idiot by Green Day, released in 2004. Green Day's American Idiot was a punk rock grenade thrown at the heart of early 2000s America. Released in 2004, it was fiercely political, taking aim at media manipulation, war, and government. The song's aggressive tempo and biting lyrics stood in stark contrast to the pop-punk scene's usual themes. American Idiot wasn't just a hit, it inspired a full-concept album and even a Broadway musical adaptation. The track reached number 61 on the Billboard Hot 100, but became a rallying cry for a generation disillusioned by politics. Its legacy is proof that speaking out can resonate far beyond the radio. Up next is This Is America by Childish Gambino, released in 2018. This Is America by Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, exploded onto the scene in 2018 with a jarring, genre-bending sound and an unforgettable music video. The song shifts abruptly between gospel-inspired melodies and harsh trap beats, mirroring the contrast between surface-level entertainment and underlying violence in America. The video, full of symbolic imagery addressing gun violence and racism, sparked intense debate and analysis. This Is America debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and won 4 Grammy Awards, including Record and Song of the Year. It's a rare example of a song and video working together to create a cultural conversation. Up next is Closer by 9 Inch Nails, released in 1994. Closer by 9 Inch Nails is one of the most controversial songs ever to become a radio hit. Released in 1994, its explicit lyrics and industrial sound were unlike anything else on the charts. Despite or because of its shocking content, Closer became an anthem of alternative radio and remains a staple at clubs and parties. Trent Reznor's fearless approach to songwriting, combining abrasive electronics with raw emotion, helped Closer achieve platinum status in the US. The song's music video, banned by MTV for its graphic imagery, only added to its mystique and impact. And finally, the last song on today's list is All Too Well, the 10-minute version by Taylor Swift, released in 2021. Taylor Swift's All Too Well 10-minute version redefined what a pop single could be in 2021. At over 10 minutes long, it broke every radio rule about song length, yet it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, the longest song ever to do so. Swift's deeply personal lyrics, which dig into the pain of a breakup with vivid detail, struck a chord with millions. The song's release was accompanied by a short film, adding another layer to its storytelling. Critics praised it as one of Swift's best works, and fans embraced it as a cathartic anthem. The success of All Too Well proved that listeners crave authenticity and depth, even if it takes 10 minutes to tell the story. Alright, there you have it, 10 of 20 songs that broke the rules and won hearts. If you enjoyed today's video, please take a second to hit that like button. When you smash that big thumbs up like button, that helps get the video in front of a few more eyes, and I truly appreciate it. Hey, look at that, there I am. If you really enjoyed today's content, consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell, and make these videos a regular part of your day. We try to put out 2 to 3 videos every day, so there's always something fresh and fun for you to listen to. Thank you for listening to this one to the very end. We'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.